Demonstrations in Baltimore had been relatively peaceful, with some problems over the weekend, but nothing like the violence that broke out yesterday. We've been talking to some people from this area who have ties to Baltimore. They all tell us this was very scary. News 4's Katie Alexander is here. Katie.
Well, Teresa, we've been checking in with some of these people since the worst of the rioting last night. And now, even with calm returning to Baltimore today and the city beginning to recover, people living there are recovering themselves from a difficult, sleepless night.
Just really scary that this is what I just woke up to.
Angola native Michelle Memo sent us this video overnight. The scene outside her Baltimore apartment window.
Baltimore police hard at work this whole entire night, trying to capture all the looters and rioters.
The sound of helicopters overhead as police took 3 people into custody. It was a long night with the activity so close.
Any noise that you hear, you just don't know if it's, around you or if they're trying to get in your apartment or your living area. So it was just kind of nerve-wracking, but it sounds quiet now.
The quiet, unnerving for some after all the noise of yesterday. A Hamburg woman whose brother lives just blocks from where the rioting happened heard about that in text from him this morning. He said the city was incredibly quiet, feeling apocalyptic even, with burned out cars and buildings along his route to work today. Plenty of other people are not going into work today in the aftermath of the riots.
Everyone's really working from home, and pretty much everything downtown's closed right now.
Buffalo native Robert Ritz says he left his office at M&T Bank in Baltimore yesterday afternoon as the violence was beginning to escalate. Today, he sent us this picture. The police and their reinforcements from the National Guard patrolling in force downtown and around the tourist areas. Everyone keeping a close eye on the situation.
If that was the last of it, hopefully, or if there's something else going on today, so only time will tell.
Ritz says today stores and restaurants in his neighborhood, which is a few miles from the riots, are also cleaning up after looters. He says those people took advantage of the police being tied up with violent demonstrations elsewhere throughout the night. Katie Alexander, News 4 at noon.